All right, thank you for joining us on Should I Watch It?
Welcome.
This week we bring to you Spider-Man Homecoming. It just kind of came out in theaters and it's now showing in the Friday Night Filmworks. So, we will go into the plot of it. So, the movie is about Peter Parker exploring the concept of joining the Avengers, and Tony Stark, who is Iron Man, tries to kind of help Peter along this way, but he doesn't have total faith in him being a superhero. He kind of is like, well, this is just a teenager, he can't really do it. So Peter Parker kind of realizes that, and he kind of sets off to prove Iron Man that he can do it on his own. So that's kind of a little bit about the movie. We will go into things that we did like.
Okay. With that being said, just a quick thing that I really liked about this movie. I feel as though this new Spider-Man that we have played the role as Peter Parker in Spider-Man. He played it so great, in my opinion, because he was young, naive. You could definitely see him as Peter Parker, but you could also see him as Spider-Man. So I feel like him stepping in and playing this role in this new movie was a great addition.
What I did really like is them bringing in the Avengers into Spider-Man, them kind of having him join them, because they're all the same type of movie, and to have him kind of joining them, it kind of brings them all together. And then also having Tony Stark playing kind of the role model in this sense, and then him,
you got it.
Wow. Peter Parker kind of doing what every teenager does, is go against their parents or anyone that tells them that they can't do something or that they're not ready, to try and prove that they can do it. And the movie really puts into kind of real life that things can go bad when you do that. It just happens that he kind of saved the world in the end, but things can go bad, and Tony even brings that up during the movie.
For this movie, I wasn't expecting to like it, actually. I feel like there's been so many Spider-Man movies with so many different people playing Spider-Man, but this one was actually really nice. I liked that the man playing Spider-Man this time was actually funny, because, cartoon, comic book Spider-Man is, sassy. He's full of, jokes and foolishness. And I like that this Spider-Man kind of embodies that original comic book Spider-Man. I like that the movie kind of wasn't too slow. It had a lot of funny bits, a lot of action, and it just exceeded my expectations.
So, things that we did not like about the movie.
One thing that I didn't like was all of this. Damn, what am I trying to say? Okay. One thing that I didn't like about the movie was all of this nonsense surrounding the new Spider-Man with Audi, because Spider-Man and Audi had just signed a partnership. So leading up into the movie, when the movie was released, we had about 5 Audi commercials out kind of promoting the new Spider-Man movie. And then in the movie, you have Spider-Man driving an Audi. So it's just like, oh my God, we understand that you just signed a partnership. But we are here to see Spider-Man. We're not here to learn about Audi and see Audi. That's just how I feel about that.
One thing I didn't like is kind of just overall of all the Spider-Mans is that each time a new Spider-Man comes out, Spider-Man seems to get younger and younger and younger. And then his relationship was first between his grandma and then his aunt. And she just keeps getting younger. It's like, okay, it's a new movie, but the actors don't need to be younger. You guys are, they have the same concept of Spider-Man being this teenage kid, but somehow he keeps getting younger. And they still have the same concept as their role models, but she keeps getting younger. You can't do the same concept and have a younger actor play it.
I don't have a ton of things that I thought. Should I have stopped showing?
No, you're good. Keep
I don't have a ton of things that I disliked about this movie, actually, other than what was said. I think the movie was pretty decent.
So the overall rating of this movie.
The time that you've been waiting for. Here we go.
So overall, we give it a thumbs up. So we highly recommend going to see this movie. It is a good family film movie if you want a family night out. It's a good family night out. It's also a good movie just to go see with your buddies.
Definitely. Well, until next time on Should I Watch It?